Hey, what is up you guys, and welcome back to It's Magical Panicorn. In today's video, we'll be talking about the changes of pet values in Adopt Me. So you guys, before we get started, make sure to hit the subscribe button, leave a like on today's video, and turn the notification bell so you won't miss out on any awesome videos. Alright you guys, so let's go ahead and get started. So the past couple updates have been a lot of changes about the pet values in Adopt Me and a lot of gameplay changes as well. So I'm going to be telling you guys my opinion on it today. So first, let's go back to last week's update about the pet pen and pet releaser. So I actually did make a video on this. If you guys haven't seen it, make sure to go check it out because that was where I was explaining all the new differences. Whereas today, I'm kind of just going to get into it. So basically over here in the nursery, you guys can see that there is a pet releaser area. And this was a very controversial addition to Adopt Me because basically what you're doing is you go ahead and go over here and then you're going to add any pet that you want, and depending on the rarity, age of it, and like if it's a common, rare, legendary, whatever it is, that's how many points you will get. A lot of people were getting rid of shadow dragons, bat dragons and stuff. Not a lot of people, but some people were, and it was really not worth that much, and in the long run that's going to be like a huge loss. So that's going to be my first point here, is talk about how this has affected the values in Adopt Me. Okay, so for example, I don't have like a really rare pet or anything, but I did use this machine once in that video and I got all the way to 4,500 points. Really was not worth it, would not recommend doing it. But for example, I'm gonna go ahead and put in like a regular like legendary pet. So I'm gonna go and put something that's probably not worth that much. Let's go and do a newborn diamond dragon. Pretty standard, right? So I'm gonna put this in. This will go ahead and get me, let's see, it looks like 878 points. Oh, actually no, it's 810 because this is from previously. This is from my last time, so don't worry about the 68, but I'll get 810 points. So now I'm gonna make sure not to release that actually. So yeah, let's get rid of that. I don't want to get rid of my diamond dragon. But now I'm gonna put one of the rare legendary pets, which is an Arctic reindeer. It is a junior, but it's not gonna make too much of a difference. So this is one of the rare pets, probably one of the rarest like legendary pets that I have that aren't like a neon or mega. So I'm gonna put that in and I get 1,350. So let's wait for a moment and think about that. I'm actually gonna go ahead and put back in the diamond dragon just to show you guys. So this one will get me 810, whereas the Arctic reindeer will get me 1,350. But think about this, you guys. This is a pet I'm pretty sure from like 2019 Christmas, you guys, like 6 years ago literally. And this is a diamond dragon that's still currently in game from the diamond egg. And really, you're only getting like maybe like 500 more points about. So really, like thinking about this, it is not gonna be worth it. Like, why would you get rid of your really rare like legendary pets just to get barely any more points? I'm gonna go and do like one more example. Let me go ahead and remove this. Don't want to get rid of that by accident. And then let me go ahead and put something else that's non-legendary. Okay, so I'm gonna do an ultra rare pet. I'm gonna do a snowball pet. This one is full grown, but there we go. And look at that, you guys. This literally, the snowball pet that is a lot less rare than the Arctic reindeer that I put up at first is worth more. Literally, it's worth 1,500. Like, that is insane. Just like literally one snowball pet. It's a lot newer. It's pretty rare, but it's still a lot newer than the Arctic reindeer. And obviously the Arctic reindeer has a much higher value than literally just one snowball pet. It is full grown, but that's really not going to make too much of a difference. But just think about this, you guys. This literally does not calculate Adopt Me values correctly. And therefore, maybe people are getting rid of a lot of pets that they probably shouldn't. Okay, the last thing I want to do is show you guys like a mega neon legendary pet. So I do have a mega T-Rex, and I'm going to go ahead and put this in. Let me know what you guys think it's going to be. I really do not know because I did not like put this in obviously, but let me go ahead and put it in right now. There we go. And okay, this one gets me 91,350. So that sounds like a lot honestly, but really you're only going to get, let's see, I don't even know. Let me actually go ahead and do a calculation and see how many eggs you'll get for the crystal one, because each of these basically costs 4,500. You'll get 91,350. Okay guys, so this will get you 20 eggs, you guys. So really not even that many. It sounds like a lot, but literally from these eggs, you could get like a common, uncommon. Actually, you can't get a common from the egg, but you can get uncommon to legendary. But even if you get the legendary pet, it'll be nothing as close to the value of a T-Rex. Even if you do get like the panda, just like the luck of it is really slim to get the legendary giant panda. I know it's super cute. I really want one, but honestly, I'm not going to use this system. Okay, let me take this out. I definitely would not want to do that. Okay, there we go. I'm going to X this out. I do not want to accidentally release anything. So yeah, this feature, basically in my opinion, I feel like it did partially ruin values, how many of the legendary pets are actually worth kind of like the same as like one that's rare and one that really isn't rare. I feel like Adopt Me could have done a better job of kind of like trying to balance out the values based on like how old the pet is and basically the demand of the pet. Okay guys, the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is the pet pen. So a lot of people are really happy about this update, and I can say, oh my goodness, it makes making neon so much easier. If you guys don't know, basically you go ahead and press E, and then you can add 4 pets to your pet pen. So currently I'm working on making a neon undead elk, and then basically over time, if you're in game, it will get 8 XP. I think out of game you'll get like 2 or something. So like whenever you're in game, you'll get 4 times as much XP than if you're offline. So what you do is basically just press claim XP. It'll like show a little bit like how it's like aging up. You guys can see that. There you go. You just press nice, and then yeah, once it reaches the end of a level, so once it reaches the end of like preteen, for example, I'll have to come back, claim the XP, and then it'll continue leveling up. So basically after every age, you'll have to claim the XP. So I mean, this is pretty helpful for making neons, but at the same time, this is kind of like what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if like the values for neons are going to go down, because literally I've been using this for the past couple of days, and oh my goodness, I haven't made the neons yet, but I've gotten 19 full-grown pets just from having this for about a week. So look at that, you guys. That is so many, and I haven't even been playing that much because I've been like gone most of the day, just kind of checking in the morning and like logging on back like at nighttime pretty late. And usually like almost every time I log back on, my pets are able to age up. So basically, you guys, I've been able to make a lot of full-grown pets, including legendaries too. Like I think I did some coconut friends. Yeah, I got 4 coconut friends leveled up. I think I also got some like dimension drifters. Yeah, I got those. I got 4 of those. I can make a neon. I'm saving it for a video. You guys can probably guess what it's going to be. I'm not going to say anything else about that because that's going to be a surprise for later on. But yeah, basically I've been able to make a bunch of pets full grown to be able to make neon. So I feel like honestly, the value of neons are going to go down. Maybe not for like the super rare pets like bat dragons, frost dragons, shadow dragons, but I feel like for like the typical neon pets, the value is going to go down a lot. Okay guys, so that was all about last week's update, but now I'm going to talk about this week's update that happened yesterday on Friday. So this week's update, honestly, in my opinion, I really didn't check it out too much, but I did look at the Adopt Me newspaper site, and really it's just like being able to like paint your pets. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys real quickly what I'm talking about. Okay guys, so here it is. It's called Pet Paints Notes, and over here you guys can basically go over to the salon and you guys can change the color of like your neon variants and kind of just change the color of the overall pet. So here are some details right here. Apparently it's like easier to be able to change the colors because you know there's like paint sealers and stuff. And then down here you guys can like buy the color. So I'm pretty sure once you buy a color like down here, you guys can use it as many times as you want. It's not just like a one-time use thing. And then over here, let's see, they have some paint codes. Okay, and then I think that's basically it. Yeah, and then they also did the neon cave to change it out a little bit. That one honestly does look pretty cool. I have to say I do like the new neon cave look. But yeah, back to the paint codes. I feel like it honestly is kind of unnecessary. I don't know. I feel like it just doesn't do too much. Okay, so I know this update, like this one right here, doesn't have anything to do with like the values. It's not going to affect the values. I feel like honestly most people like aren't even going to use this because when the paint like sealers came out, I never even saw anybody really use them. Like the chances I saw a pet being painted a different color than the original form was really unlikely. Like I really saw it like a couple of times in a trade where it said like permanent paint sealer or something. But now I feel like honestly I've been in a public survey a couple of times and I really didn't see any pets that looked like a different color than the original. So this is just my opinion, but I feel like Adopt Me is starting to run out of like ideas. They're kind of trying to make little things to kind of make some changes. But honestly I feel like the pet paint really not too great of an update because I feel like it's just not going to be used too much. Okay guys, so to wrap up this video, in my opinion, I do think that Adopt Me values are going to go down, especially for neon pets that are like easy to make, like common pets, uncommons. I'm not sure about like the legendary neon pets that are actually like pretty rare. I feel like that will just have time will tell, you know. I feel like we'll know in a couple months from now if the value is really affected, but at least for now, I feel like basic neon pets are like in game are going to go down a lot because you have like age up potions, you have the pet pen, which is like really the biggest deal, and I also feel like the like kind of like pet releaser thing in the nursery, I feel like the hype has kind of gone down. Like I feel like really nobody has been using it. Like I tried to make a video trading like the crystal and blue egg, and literally nobody like even wanted to offer. Like nobody was trading me. I got like one trade, but it was like really bad. So I would say honestly like that is going to be like pretty useless. Like I feel like in like a month or so, like no one is gonna be using it. Because I even like looked around today, tried to trade it, but really no one wanted to trade for them. So I feel like people are figuring out that the value is really not worth it, and I would not use the pet releaser. If you guys enjoyed today's video and found it helpful, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to channels, post notifications. Also, don't forget to follow me on Roblox to join my games. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye!